Hello everyone, I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and it's time for another exciting episode of Riding Shotgun. Tonight I'm out of the Canaveral Precinct. I have the honor of riding with Deputy Gaston Robin. I got to tell you, Gaston is one of our go-getters. He is always aggressive on those that are drinking and driving. He is working every day to protect our citizens, and I'm excited to get to ride with him tonight as we ride shotgun with Deputy Gaston Robin. What's up, my friend?
Hey, how's it going, Sheriff?
Doing good, buddy. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me ride with you tonight, my brother.
Absolutely.
How did you become a deputy sheriff? Especially, how were we blessed to get you?
Well, I had just finished up doing my service in the Navy. I did a couple years in the Navy. I was a sonar tech, and then I did a good year of school, and then I decided it was time to go back to work. So. My wife actually, she worked with us as a dispatcher before I came on board, and I was a maritime security officer out here in the port.
Right.
So I did a year of that. After talking with some of the deputies who were out there in the port, they kind of put that itch in my mind of becoming a deputy sheriff. So once I completed the academy, I had to come back out to Canaveral. There was no better place for me to come back to. So
yeah, well, I tell you, man, I'm glad you did. Not just that you came to Canaveral, but you came on with us because, as I said earlier, you're one of our most aggressive, and your stats show that. You're putting bad people in jail, and that's what we get paid to do. That's what we talk about on the day of swearing.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
Well, good. So tell me a little bit, what's it like to be a patrol deputy in this precinct? Because this precinct, Canaveral Precinct, is a little bit unique.
Oh, absolutely. This is I always call Cape Canaveral the hidden gem of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. So here we are definitely we're at the service of the city of Cape Canaveral. We oversee all operations of the port, also the city, a little bit into the Cocoa Beach area as well. But we have a whole bunch of roles and responsibilities here in Cape Canaveral. So for the port, we have our port deputies that are out there in the terminals every day. Overseeing security, helping out with the private security companies out there, and also the maritime security officers who are out there. In the city, we actually take traffic crashes, which is definitely different from the rest of the county.
Yeah, because the highway patrol helps us with a lot of those in the rest of the county.
Absolutely. So we are able to do traffic crashes here and get the different experience of a regular sheriff deputy. So right here where we're patrolling right now is this is my zone and 38 zone. So this is the south end of the port. We have a lot of different activities that actually go down here in the day. We have the Cove, which there's a lot of bars and restaurants here, and boat docks, a lot of shipping facilities and everything like that. As far as the South Cargo Pier, and I make sure we make good eyes on and who's out here, who's walking around, because especially at nighttime, you know, in Cape Canaveral, people walk around at 3 in the morning like it's 3 in the afternoon. So we got to make sure everybody's safe out here, especially at night.
You want to see if we can stop and help them out? We saw you guys working on it. We thought we'd offer some help.
Yeah, unless you got tools and no bikes.
We seem to have got the chain moving once again, but only because we put this light in this thing we bought.
Chain just keeps coming
we brought
off.
This all the way from Canada.
Okay, gotcha.
And we put it on here.
Gaston, keep it ready.
Yep.
All right, so you pull on the back there?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and then Gaston, you get ready to tighten it up.
Okay.
I think it's the teeth. I don't think it's the whole spindle.
Yeah, it's funny because oh yeah, look here. These two are just way off. Like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, you guys, sorry we couldn't help you, but you had a good time. So.
Thanks for trying.
Glad to. See you guys.
Thanks,
Take
guys.
care.
Good luck. Yeah, with a couple of individuals that had some bike trouble. They had looks like their bike wasn't working properly, and we tried to help them out, see what was going on with it. Looks like the gear was too far gone. But like I said, you know, we meet people from all over the world, and they were down from Ontario, Canada. So it was a good chance to meet some out-of-state areas, but they're on their way. They're having fun. So Right now we're going to back up one of my partners that have asked for backup, and we'll see what she's got.
So I see him doing the drunk walk down. He thinks he's on Johnson. His kids just got taken away from him. I'm probably gonna end up marchmaning him because I don't think he's supposed to have contact with his mosquito in my ear hole.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to have contact with his wife. His kids just got taken away from him, and he says he's trying to walk towards Polk, and he's walking
Oh yeah,
this way.
he's feeling no pain.
Yeah, no, he's had a. We just arrested him on the 1st.
Okay. I don't want you to think everybody's here to like judge you or anything. It's just me. Just imagine it's just me here. Right? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It's good.
It's good.
Yes.
Put you in handcuffs. Why do I need to put you in handcuffs, man?
You want.
I don't want to do
You're
that.
going.
For what?
You're going to.
For what? I haven't decided that. I'm just trying to talk to you. We're trying to figure out to get you home. This is the problem, man, because you're extremely intoxicated, man. I mean, the fact that you told me you thought you were on Johnson, or you're on Washington, it's a little bit of a problem. And then what if I take you home and then you bonk your head and you're bleeding out and then we find you really, really in a bad shape later on? Then that's on us, you know what I mean? There you go. Slide all the way in, feet in.
Yeah.
Okay. Just taking you to the hospital, right?
Come on, Neil. Talk to me real.
I am talking to you.
You're not.
I am. We're taking you to the hospital.
Why?
Because there's nobody to take care of you at home. So we just backed up one of my zone partners. She was out here with an intoxicated person, intoxicated male. Male said that he was on Johnson Avenue, but we are on Washington Avenue. Other things, further investigating, looks like he has some issues going on as far as at home. With him being in his high intoxicated state, we're going to go ahead and marchman act him and take him up to the hospital, get the help that he needs. I like the looks of this one. This one's slow and...
Oh yeah, this place is like shooting fish in a barrel over here.
Oh yeah. This one's slow, like this one.
That's usually an indicator.
Mm-hmm. There, we're stopping in the middle of the road.
That's a good indicator.
What did I get pulled over?
Well, I'll explain that to you once we get out of the middle of the roadway so we can be safe, okay? Pull into that driveway over there, please. So I'm Deputy Robin, the Sheriff's Office.
Cool.
The reason why I pulled you over is because you were swerving outside of your lane.
I did not swerve, not once.
That's what you were doing, yes ma'am.
Y'all look at the wrong car. And now just be quiet.
Okay. Do you have your license on you?
I just came out of the parking lot and y'all was at the light. I saw y'all. So that don't even make sense.
No, before you even saw us, we were right behind you. We weren't at any light.
Y'all turned at the light. Y'all made a left behind me. I saw y'all.
Okay, do you have your license on you, ma'am?
This is my dad's car. We were staying at the resort place right here.
Okay, that's not what I asked you. Do you have your license on you?
I don't have license. I was driving a Taco Bell. I have something with license on it.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
She's on the phone too.
I appreciate it.
You welcome.
Do you have the registration in here?
Daddy, where your registration at? I ain't asking you on nobody's camera.
Hey, LaDonia,
Yes.
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did you know that your license was suspended?
Yes.
Okay. So, why are we driving?
Because
Why your
my dad,
license?
who's on the phone, has been drinking. So y'all wanted to pull him over.
No, I
And
appreciate that he's not
was just
driving.
going to get something to eat. I didn't think it was going to turn out to this.
All right, Miss LaDonia, you ready? Here's that back for you, okay? So like I said, I'm taking your license, okay? It's just a citation for driving while suspended without knowledge. Okay, it's $166. There's 3 ways to pay for it. You can take it to a court date, you can do it online, or you can pay.
Me so y'all can help me pay it.
Okay. All right. Well, here's that back for you, okay? So, do you have any questions for me? You're a grown adult. I can't tell you what not to do and what to do, but you don't have a license right now. So I would strongly advise that you don't drive, okay? But I'm not going to sit here and babysit you. Does that make sense?
Y'all gonna put me over that.
Does that make sense?
The room is 2 minutes down the road.
I'm not going to sit here and babysit you.
Cool.
All right?
All right.
So I observed a vehicle that was swerving in and out of its lane the vehicle was going at a slow rate of speed, and which was consistent with the driver to be maybe impaired or not. So I made contact with the driver. The driver actually stopped in front, like right in the middle of North Atlantic, which is very, very dangerous. So immediately went up to the car, requested her to pull into the parking lot of the bank that was right next to us. She complied for the most part, and then very agitated, confrontational a little bit. Figured out that her license was suspended. Gave her used discretion, and cited her for driving while suspended.
Yeah, you know, I think you made a good point earlier. The deputy discretion is one of the most valuable things that we have out here, and we rely on our team to, you know, make the right decisions at the right time. And given she's here with her family and everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. She's here on vacation. She's actually going on a cruise tomorrow at 11. That's what she told me. And she's here with her 2 kids and her father. And I don't think taking her to jail would be the correct answer.
What's your favorite part of being a deputy here at Brevard?
I think the fact that I get to meet brand new people constantly, especially here in Cape Canaveral. I mean, we've talked to people from Canada today, from Germany, from Georgia on the last traffic stop. I think it's just I never see the same person more than twice.
Yeah.
But it's also, you know, with the people that I work with too here in Cape Canaveral, it's just I have great zone partners. I have great supervision.
Well, I think too, and we're very fortunate again here in Brevard, but you know, you take when we walked into the restaurant earlier,
Mm-hmm.
people coming over thanking you and you know, for the job you're doing.
Oh yeah,
that's a partnership with our community.
Absolutely.
And there's very few communities that have that level of partnership like we enjoy here.